In the last episode, our group had just infiltrated an abandoned research facility, gathering vital supplies and information about Archon's biotechnological stronghold. We had also met a rogue scientist, who revealed shocking truths about Archon's sinister projects. With Lyrien's rebellion network providing crucial intelligence, we were poised to launch a series of high-stakes missions to sabotage the regime's operations. I crouched beside Dr. Lyra, scanning the horizon as the twin suns of Aethereia set behind the jagged mountains. Our small group Archon, Kale, and I have been on the move for days, driven by the cryptic artifacts we've discovered. They hint at a powerful technology hidden within the Eldrid ruins, a bunker that could hold the key to countering Archon's grip on our world. A gust of wind stirs the dust, and I shield my eyes, gazing out at the sprawling expanse of the Aethereian wasteland. Our quest is fraught with danger, but with every step, I feel a growing sense of purpose. The darkness of my past still haunts me, but am determined to shatter the shackles of oppression. Archia's voice whispers in my ear, her words carried on the wind. We've received a message from Lyrien's network, a possible lead on the Eldrid ruins. It's time to move. I nod, shouldering my pack, and we set off across the desolate terrain. The air is heavy with tension. We know we're not the only ones searching for the ruins. Rival factions and deadly patrols roam this unforgiving landscape. As night begins to fall, we find shelter in a crumbling structure, huddling around a makeshift fire. Kale's eyes gleam in the flickering light, his thoughts etched on his face. "What do you think we'll find in those ruins, Alex?" I hesitate, unsure how to articulate the hopes and fears swirling within me. "I think we'll find a chance to change the course of our world's history, a chance to defeat Archon and bring freedom to Aethereia." The fire crackles, casting eerie shadows on the walls as Dr. Lyra speaks up. "But at what cost, Alex? We're walking into the unknown with no clear path ahead." Her words strike a chord within me. I've faced my share of unknowns, my share of darkness. But I've also found a new family, a new purpose among these companions. Together, we'll face whatever lies ahead. As we settle in for the night, the stars beginning to twinkle above, I feel a sudden jolt of presence watching us from the shadows. My heart quickens, my hand instinctively reaching for my sidearm. And then a figure steps out of the darkness, eyes locked on mine with an unnerving intensity. "Alex, I've been waiting for you." My instincts scream warning, but I stand firm, ready to face whatever comes next. The stakes are escalating, and I know that our journey is far from over. A chill runs down my spine as I await the stranger's next move, my companions tense and ready beside me. The night air seems to vibrate with tension, and I sense that our actions will set off a chain reaction, one that will change the course of our struggle against Archon's regime forever. Previously, our group infiltrating an abandoned facility, gathering vital supplies, and meeting a rogue scientist who revealed sinister projects. With Lyrien's rebellion network providing intelligence, we're poised for high-stakes missions to sabotage the regime. As the stranger's eyes bore into my soul, I feel a shiver run down my spine. Who is this figure from the shadows, and what do they want from me? The air is heavy with tension, and I sense that our actions will set off a chain reaction, one that will change the course of our struggle against Archon's regime forever. The stranger takes a step closer, their eyes never leaving mine. I can see the weight of their words, like leaden clouds gathering on the horizon. "You're the one who's been asking questions, Alex. You're the one who's been poking around in the wrong places." My grip on my sidearm tightens, my heart racing like a wild animal in my chest. Archon, Kale, and Dr. Lyra form a tight circle around me, their faces set with determination. We're ready for whatever this stranger brings. "You're looking for the Eldrid ruins," the stranger continues, their voice dripping with malice. "You think you're the first ones to try and take down Archon's regime is not going to go down without a fight." I take a deep breath, trying to process the information. Who is this person, and what do they know about our mission? "What do you want?" I ask, my voice low and even. "I want to help you," the stranger responds, a hint of a smile playing on their lips. "I want to help you bring down Archon's regime." The words hang in the air like a fragile promise. Can we trust them? Or is this some kind of trap designed to lead us further into the heart of danger? The stranger takes another step closer, their eyes locked on mine. "You see, Alex, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for someone brave enough, desperate enough to take on Archon's regime." As I gaze into the stranger's eyes, I see something there, something that makes my heart skip a beat. I see hope. I see a glimmer of redemption, a chance to make things right. "I have information," the stranger continues, their voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "I have information that will help you get to the Eldrid ruins, information that will help you bring down Archon's regime." I feel my heart pounding in my chest, racing with excitement and fear. Can we trust them? Or is this some kind of trap? "What do you want in return?" I ask, my voice barely above a whisper. The stranger's smile grows, their eyes glinting in the firelight. "I want to come with you," they respond, their voice dripping with malice. "I want to be part of your team to help you bring down Archon's regime." As I look into the stranger's eyes, I see something there, something that makes my heart skip a beat. I see hope. I see a glimmer of redemption, a chance to make things right. But can we trust them? As I gaze into the stranger's eyes, I know that we have no choice. We have to take a chance, we have to take a leap of faith. The stakes are escalating and we're running out of time. The stranger takes another step closer, their eyes locked on mine. I can see the weight of their words like leaden clouds gathering on the horizon. I nod, my heart pounding in my chest. "Welcome to the team." I respond, my voice barely above a whisper previously. Alex and his companions infiltrated an abandoned facility, gathered vital materials, and met a rogue scientist who revealed sinister projects. Lyrien's rebellion network providing crucial intel, Thayer poised for high-stakes missions to sabotage Archon's regime. Alex confronted a mysterious stranger who claimed to want to help bring down the regime, offering crucial information in exchange for joining the team. As I nod, a sense of trepidation washes over me. Have I just made a grave mistake trusting this enigmatic stranger? The air is thick with anticipation, like the calm before the storm. The stranger's smile grows, their eyes glinting with an otherworldly intensity. "Excellent," they say, their voice dripping with satisfaction. "I'll lead you to the Eldrid ruins. But we need to move now." With the stranger at the helm, we navigate the treacherous landscape, avoiding roving patrols and rival factions. The stakes escalate as we infiltrate abandoned research facilities, gathering crucial supplies and intel. Our new ally proves to be a valuable asset, providing insight into Archon's most sinister projects. As we journey through the heart of Aethereia, the landscape shifts like the sands of time. We stumble upon ancient ruins, hidden underground tunnels, and mysterious artifacts that hint at the existence of a powerful technology capable of countering Archon's biotechnological stronghold. But with every step forward, the shadows deepen, like the darkness of my own past. I'm haunted by the ghosts of my mistakes, the weight of my responsibilities as a leader growing heavier by the day. Can I truly trust this stranger, or are they playing me like a pawn in their own game of deception? As we near the Eldrid ruins, the air thickens like a palpable force field. I can feel the weight of history, the secrets hidden beneath the ruins' ancient stones. Our mission hangs in the balance like a tightrope walker teetering on the edge of the abyss. Suddenly, the stranger halts, their eyes fixed on something in the distance. "What is it?" I ask, my heart racing like a wild animal. "The Eldrid ruins," they respond, their voice barely above a whisper. "We're here." As we approach the ancient structure, I sense a strange energy emanating from it, like a hum of anticipation. The air is charged, like the moment before the storm breaks. I can feel it, the fate of Aethereia hanging in the balance. With the Eldrid ruins looming before us, I take a deep breath, steeling myself for the unknown. What secrets lie hidden beneath the ancient stones? What mysteries will we uncover, and what new dangers will we face? The stranger's eyes lock onto mine, their gaze like a piercing arrow. "Are you ready, Alex?" they ask, their voice dripping with anticipation. I nod, my heart pounding in my chest. I was born ready. With a deep breath, I take the first step into the unknown. Previously, Alex and his companions, with the help of a rogue scientist and Lyrien's rebellion network, embarked on high-stakes missions to sabotage Archon's regime. Alex confronted a mysterious stranger who claimed to want to help bring down the regime, offering crucial information in exchange for joining the team. As I take the first step into the Eldrid ruins, the air seems to vibrate with an otherworldly energy emanating from the ancient structure. The stranger's gaze lingers on me, their eyes gleaming with an unsettling intensity. With every step, the silence grows thicker, like a palpable force field. I can feel the weight of history, the secrets hidden beneath the ruins' ancient stones, whispering tantalizing clues. Suddenly, the ground gives way beneath us, and we plummet into a hidden chamber, the air thick with the stench of decay and forgotten knowledge. The walls are lined with ancient artifacts, cryptic symbols, and relics that hint at the existence of a powerful technology capable of countering Archon's biotechnological stronghold. Our mysterious ally approaches an ancient console, their eyes scanning the symbols etched into the surface. "This is it," they whisper, their voice barely audible over the creaking of the ruins. The heart of the Eldrid technology. As they work the console, the chamber begins to shudder, the air charging with an electric tension. The symbols on the walls start to glow, pulsing with a soft blue light. The stranger's eyes lock onto mine, their gaze piercing. "We're close," they whisper. The secrets of the Eldrid technology begins to reveal itself, ancient knowledge flooding our minds like a tidal wave. I see visions of Aethereia's past, of a civilization that once rivaled the gods. I see the downfall, the corruption, and the rebirth. The visions fade, leaving us stunned and disoriented. The stranger's eyes gleam with an unsettling intensity. "Now we know the truth," they say, their voice dripping with anticipation. "Now we can bring down Archon's regime. But at what cost?" As we stand there, the weight of the revelation settling upon us, I realize that our quest has only just begun. The line between ally and enemy blurs, the shadows deepening like the darkness of my own past. I'm haunted by the ghosts of my mistakes, the weight of my responsibilities as a leader growing heavier by the day. The stranger's gaze lingers on me, their eyes burning with an unseen fire. "What will you do, Alex?" they ask, their voice dripping with anticipation. "Will you succumb to the darkness, or will you forge a new path? One that will shatter the shackles of oppression and illuminate the promise of redemption and a golden dawn waiting to break." Previously, Alex and his companions infiltrated the Eldrid ruins, unlocking ancient secrets and forging a powerful alliance to bring down Archon's regime. As they delved deeper into the heart of the ruins, they discovered a hidden chamber where a mysterious ally revealed the truth about the Eldrid technology and the true cost of their quest. The air in the chamber seemed to grow colder, the shadows deepening as the darkness of my own past. The stranger's gaze lingered on me, their eyes burning with an unseen fire. I felt the weight of my responsibilities as a leader, the burden of my past and the fear of the unknown. But I knew I couldn't succumb to the darkness. I had to forge a new path, one that would shatter the shackles of oppression and illuminate the promise of redemption. I took a deep breath, the air filling my lungs as I made my decision. "I'll forge a new path," I said, my voice firm and resolute. "I'll use the Eldrid technology to bring down Archon's regime, and I'll do it at any cost." The stranger's eyes gleamed with anticipation, their smile spreading across their face. "Then let us begin," they said, their voice dripping with excitement. "Let us unleash the power of the Eldrid and show Archon the true meaning of resistance." As we prepared to leave the chamber, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched. The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy, and the symbols on the walls seemed to pulse with a soft blue light. I knew that we were not alone in the ruins and that we had to be prepared for anything. We made our way back to the surface, our footsteps echoing through the deserted corridors. The wind howled through the ruins, whipping my hair into a frenzy. I could feel the eyes upon me, the gaze of the unknown, and I knew that we had to move fast. As we emerged from the ruins, I saw Lirien waiting for us, her eyes gleaming with a mix of determination and concern. "Alex, we have a problem," she said, her voice firm. "Archon's forces are closing in on our position. We need to move, and fast." I nodded, my mind racing with the possibilities. We had to get the Eldrid technology to safety, and we had to do it now. I turned to the stranger, my eyes locking onto theirs. "Can you get us out of here?" I asked, my voice firm. The stranger nodded, their smile spreading across their face. "I can get us out of here," they said. "But we need to move, and fast. Archon's forces are closing in and we don't have much time." I nodded, my heart racing with anticipation. We had to move and we had to do it now. We had to get the Eldrid technology to safety, and we had to do it before Archon's forces caught up with us. The fate of Aethereia hung in the balance, and I knew that I had to be the one to tip the scales. With the stranger's guidance, we navigated through the winding corridors of the ruins, avoiding detection by Archon's forces. We moved swiftly, our footsteps echoing through the deserted corridors. I could feel the weight of the Eldrid technology on my shoulders, the burden of responsibility and the fear of failure. As we emerged from the ruins, I saw the sky ablaze with the light of the setting sun. The wind whipped my hair into a frenzy and I could feel the eyes upon me. I knew that we had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in and we didn't have much time. I turned to the stranger, my eyes locking onto theirs. "Where can we take the Eldrid technology?" I asked, my tone urgent. The stranger smiled, their eyes gleaming with anticipation. "I know a place," they said. "A place where we can hide and plan our next move. Follow me." I nodded, my heart racing with anticipation. We had to move, and fast. We had to get the Eldrid technology to safety, and we had to do it before Archon's forces caught up with us. The fate of Aethereia hung in the balance, and I knew that I had to be the one to tip the scales. With the stranger leading the way, we navigated through the winding corridors of the ruins, avoiding detection by Archon's forces. We moved swiftly, our footsteps echoing through the deserted corridors. I could feel the weight of the Eldrid technology on my shoulders, the burden of responsibility and the fear of failure. As we emerged from the ruins, I saw the sky ablaze with the light of the setting sun. The wind whipped my hair into a frenzy and I could feel the eyes upon me. I knew that we had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in and we didn't have much time. With the stranger's guidance, I could feel a sense of hope rising within me. We could do this, I thought. We could bring down Archon's regime and forge a new path for Aethereia. The darkness of my past receded, replaced by the promise of redemption and a golden dawn waiting to break. But as we moved through the winding corridors, I couldn't shake off the feeling that we were being watched. The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy, and the symbols on the walls seemed to pulse with a soft blue light. I knew that we were not alone in the ruins and that we had to be prepared for anything. As we navigated through the ruins, I caught a glimpse of a figure watching us from the shadows. Their eyes locked onto mine, and I felt a chill run down my spine. Who were they, and what did they want? I knew that I had to be careful and that I had to be prepared for anything. The stranger's guidance was crucial, but I knew that I couldn't trust them fully. The line between ally and enemy blurred and the shadows deepened like the darkness of my own past. But I knew that I had to move forward, no matter the cost. I had to bring down Archon's regime and forge a new path for Aethereia. The fate of the world hung in the balance, and I knew that I had to be the one to tip the scales. With a deep breath, I forged ahead, my heart pounding with anticipation. I knew that I had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in and we didn't have much time. The stranger's guidance was crucial, but I knew that I had to be prepared for anything. As we emerged from the ruins, I saw the sky ablaze with the light of the setting sun. The wind whipped my hair into a frenzy and I could feel the eyes upon me. I knew that we had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in and we didn't have much time. But as I looked back at the ruins, I knew that I had found my true path. I had found my purpose and my redemption. I had found my way to forge a new future for Aethereia and bring down Archon's regime. The golden dawn was waiting to break, and I was ready to face it. Previously, Alex and his companions infiltrated the Eldrid ruins, unlocking ancient secrets and forging a powerful alliance to bring down Archon's regime. As they delved deeper into the heart of the ruins, they discovered a hidden chamber where a mysterious ally revealed the truth about the Eldrid technology and the true cost of their quest. The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy as Alex, Archia, Dr. Lyra, Kale, and the mysterious stranger navigated through the winding corridors of the ruins, avoiding detection by Archon's forces. The wind whipped their hair into a frenzy, and they could feel the eyes upon them. They knew they had to move fast. Archon's forces were closing in, and they didn't have much time. As they emerged from the ruins, they saw the sky ablaze with the light of the setting sun. The wind whipped their hair into a frenzy, and they could feel the eyes upon them. The stranger guided them through the winding corridors, avoiding detection by Archon's forces. They moved swiftly, their footsteps echoing through the deserted corridors. But as they navigated through the ruins, Alex couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy, and the symbols on the walls seemed to pulse with a soft blue light. He knew that they were not alone in the ruins and that they had to be prepared for anything. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. Their eyes locked onto Alex, and he felt a chill run down his spine. The stranger's guidance was crucial, but Alex knew that he couldn't trust them fully. The line between ally and enemy blurred, and the shadows deepened like the darkness of his own past. "Who are you?" Alex demanded, his heart pounding with anticipation. The figure didn't respond. Instead, they reached into their pocket and pulled out a small, intricately carved box. They opened it, revealing a small, glowing crystal. "This is the key to unlocking the true power of the Eldrid technology," they said, their voice dripping with an otherworldly energy. "But it comes at a great cost. Are you prepared to pay the price?" The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy as Alex hesitated. He knew that they had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in, and they didn't have much time. But he also knew that he had to be careful and that he had to be prepared for anything. With a deep breath, Alex made his decision. "I'll pay the price," he said, their eyes locking onto the figures. "I'll do whatever it takes to bring down Archon's regime." The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy as the figure nodded. "Then let us begin," they said, their voice dripping with excitement. "Let us unleash the true power of the Eldrid technology and show Archon the true meaning of resistance." As they prepared to leave the ruins, Alex couldn't shake off the feeling that they were not alone. The air seemed to vibrate with an otherworldly energy, and the symbols on the walls seemed to pulse with a soft blue light. He knew that they had to be prepared for anything. With the stranger's guidance, they navigated through the winding corridors of the ruins, avoiding Archon's forces. They moved swiftly, their footsteps echoing through the deserted corridors. Alex could feel the weight of the Eldrid technology on his shoulders, the burden of responsibility and the fear of failure. But as they emerged from the ruins, he saw the sky ablaze with the light of the setting sun. The wind whipped their hair into a frenzy, and Alex could feel the eyes upon them. He knew that they had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in, and they didn't have much time. With the stranger's guidance, Alex could feel a sense of hope rising within him. They could do this, he thought. They could bring down Archon's regime and forge a new path for Aethereia. The darkness of his past receded, replaced by the promise of redemption and a golden dawn waiting to break. But as they navigated through the ruins, Alex couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. The symbols on the walls seemed to pulse with a soft blue light, and he knew that they were not alone in the ruins. He knew that he had to be careful and that he had to be prepared for anything. The line between ally and enemy blurred, and the shadows deepened like the darkness of his own past. But Alex knew that he had to move forward, no matter the cost. He had to bring down Archon's regime and forge a new path for Aethereia. The fate of the world hung in the balance, and Alex knew that he had to be the one to tip the scales. With a deep breath, he forged ahead, his heart pounding with anticipation. He knew that he had to move, and fast. Archon's forces were closing in, and they didn't have much time. But as he looked back at the ruins, he knew that he had found his true path. He had found his purpose and his redemption. He had found his way to forge a new future for Aethereia and bring down Archon's regime. The Golden Dawn was waiting to break, and Alex was ready to face it. Previously, Alex and his companions infiltrated the Eldrid ruins, unlocking ancient secrets and forging a powerful alliance to bring down Archon's regime. As they delved deeper into the heart of the ruins, they discovered a hidden chamber where a mysterious ally revealed the truth about the Eldrid technology and the true cost of their quest. As Alex and his companions emerged from the ruins, they were met with an eerie silence. The wind had died down, and the sky was no longer ablaze with the setting sun. Instead, it was a deep, shrouding the landscape in an impenetrable veil. The air was heavy with anticipation, and Alex could feel the weight of the Eldrid technology on his shoulders, the burden of responsibility, and the fear of failure. But it was not the silence that caught Alex's attention. It was the figure standing before them, cloaked in shadows. The figure's eyes seemed to bore into Alex's soul, and he could feel a chill run down his spine. "Welcome, Alex," the figure said, its voice low and gravelly. "I've been waiting for you. You see, I've been a part of this little rebellion of yours from the very beginning, and I must say, I'm impressed. You've managed to bring down Archon's regime in just a few short months. That's quite an accomplishment." The figure paused, its eyes narrowing as it gazed at Alex. "But I think it's time for us to have a little chat. You see, there's something you don't know about the Eldrid technology, something that could change the course of this rebellion. Something that could change the course of history." Alex felt a sense of unease wash over him. He didn't like the tone of the figure's voice, or the way it seemed to be toying with him. But he knew he had to hear it out. He had to know what the figure knew. "What is it?" Alex asked, trying to keep his voice steady. The figure chuckled, a low, mirthless sound. "Oh, Alex, you're so naive. You think you're fighting for freedom, for justice. But you're fighting for something much bigger than that. You're fighting for the future, and the future is not what you think it is." The figure paused, its eyes glinting in the dim light. "The Eldrid technology is not just a tool for bringing down Archon's regime. It's a key to unlocking the secrets of the universe. It's a key to unlocking the secrets of time itself." Alex felt a sense of shock wash over him. He had no idea what the figure was talking about, but he knew it was big. He knew it meant, and he knew he had to hear more. "Tell me," Alex said, his voice barely above a whisper. The figure nodded, its eyes glinting with excitement. "Ah, Alex, you want to know the secrets of the universe. Very well. I'll tell you, but be warned, once you know, you can never go back. You'll be trapped in this rabbit hole forever." Alex took a deep breath, his heart pounding in his chest. "I'm ready," he said, his voice firm. And with that, the figure began to speak, its words pouring out like a torrent, washing away Alex's doubts and uncertainties. Previously, Alex and his companions emerged from the Eldrid ruins, only to be confronted by a mysterious figure who revealed that the Eldrid technology was more than just a tool for freedom. It held the secrets of the universe and time itself. As the figure's words poured out, Alex felt his mind reeling with the implications. The secrets of the universe, the power to manipulate time. It was almost too much to comprehend. But he knew he had to listen, to absorb every detail, no matter how daunting the revelation might be. "The Eldrid technology is a key to unlocking the fabric of reality," the figure explained, its voice like honey, sweet but laced with a sinister intent. "With it, you can bend time to your will. You can change the course of history, erase the mistakes of the past, and forge a new destiny." Alex felt his heart racing as the figure's words painted a picture of unimaginable power. But as he gazed into the figure's eyes, he saw a glimmer of something more, a warning, a caution, a hint of the terrible price that came with wielding such power. "What's the catch?" Alex asked, his tone laced with skepticism. The figure's smile grew wider, its eyes glinting with amusement. "Ah, Alex, there's always a catch. The power comes with a price, one that you might not be willing to pay. The Eldrid technology is tied to the very fabric of time. To wield it, you must first understand the fundamental nature of reality. And to do that, you must first confront the darkness within yourself." As the figure's words hung in the air, Alex felt a chill run down his spine. He knew what the figure was referring to: the shadows of his past, the demons that haunted him still. He knew that to unlock the secrets of the universe, he would have to face the darkness within himself, and that was a journey he was not sure he was ready to take. But as he glanced at his friends standing beside him, he knew that he had no choice. He had to confront the darkness and unlock the secrets of the Eldrid technology. For the sake of Aethereia, for the sake of the future, he had to take the leap of faith. "I'm ready," Alex said, his voice firm, his heart pounding in his chest. And with that, the figure nodded, its eyes glinting with a malevolent glee. "Then let us begin, Alex. Let us unravel the mysteries of the universe and uncover the secrets of time itself." As the figure's words hung in the air, Alex felt the world around him begin to shift. The very fabric of reality began to unravel, and he knew that he was about to embark on a journey that would change him forever. Previously, Alex and his companions uncovered the secrets of the Eldrid technology, which held the power to manipulate time itself, but at a terrible cost. Alex would have to confront the darkness within himself and understand the fundamental nature of reality. With his friends by his side, he steeled himself for the journey ahead, ready to face the shadows of his past. As the mysterious figure led Alex deeper into the heart of the Eldrid ruins, the air grew thick with an otherworldly energy. The walls seemed to vibrate with an ancient power, as if the very fabric of reality was about to unravel. Alex's heart raced with anticipation, his senses on high alert as he stepped into the unknown. "We're here," the figure announced, its voice dripping with an unsettling excitement. "The Chamber of Whispers, where the secrets of the universe are etched into the walls." Alex's eyes widened as he gazed upon the chamber, an labyrinthine network of ancient runes that seemed to pulse with an ethereal glow. He felt an electric connection to the symbols, as if they spoke directly to his mind. "Here, you will find the secrets of time itself," the figure whispered, its breath cold against Alex's ear. "But be warned, the knowledge comes at a terrible cost. Are you prepared to pay the price?" Alex steeled himself, recalling the words of the figure. "To wield the power of the Eldrid technology, you must first understand the fundamental nature of reality. And to do that, you must first confront the darkness within yourself." With a deep breath, he stepped forward, his heart pounding in his chest. The chamber began to shimmer, the runes pulsing with an intense energy. Alex's mind felt like it was being torn apart, as the secrets of the universe were being etched into his very being. He saw visions of the past, of the birth of Aethereia, of the Eldrid and their ancient civilization. He saw the wars that ravaged the planet, the catastrophic event that triggered the downfall of the Eldrid, and the emergence of Archon as a powerful, ruthless regime. But most disturbing of all, Alex saw glimpses of his own past, of the darkness that haunted him still. He saw the scars of his childhood, the pain and the fear that had shaped him into the person he was today. As the visions faded, Alex felt a sense of clarity wash over him. He knew that he had faced the darkness within himself and stronger because of it. He understood the fundamental nature of reality and the secrets of time itself. The figure watched him, its eyes gleaming with a sinister approval. "Well done, Alex," it said. "You have unlocked the secrets of the universe. Now, the power of the Eldrid technology is yours to wield." Alex's heart swelled with a mix of emotions, determination, hope, and a hint of fear. He knew that the journey ahead would be fraught with challenges, but he was ready to face whatever lay in store, armed with the secrets of the universe. As they exited the Eld Chamber of Whispers, they were greeted by an unexpected ally, a group of rogue scientists led by Dr. Lyra's long-lost sister, Elena. The team was equipped with advanced technology, stolen from Archon's research facilities. The stage was set for a series of high-stakes missions to disrupt Archon's operations and rally the scattered remnants of Aethereia's resistance. Alex, with his newfound power, stood at the forefront of the rebellion, ready to lead the charge against the regime's stronghold. But little did they know, a new threat was lurking in the shadows, a force that would stop at nothing to claim the secrets of the Eldrid for themselves previously. Alex unlocked the secrets of the Eldrid technology, confronting the darkness within himself and understanding the fundamental nature of reality. With the mysterious figure's approval, Alex was ready to wield the power of the Eldrid technology. As they exited the ruins, they were greeted by rogue scientists led by Dr. Lyra's long-lost sister, Elena, equipped with advanced technology stolen from their research facilities. As Alex and his allies emerged from the Eldrid ruins, they were met with an eerie silence. The air was heavy with anticipation, as if the very fabric of reality was holding its breath. The rogue scientists stood before them, their eyes fixed on Alex with a mix of awe and apprehension. Dr. Lyra's eyes locked onto her sister, Elena, a complex mix of emotions swirling between them. "Alex, we need to move." "Now," Elena warned, her voice laced with a hint of desperation. "Archon's agents are closing in on our location. We have to get the Eldrid technology to Dr. Lyra, and fast." Alex nodded, his mind racing with the implications. The power of the Eldrid technology was the key to countering Archon's biotechnological stronghold. But at what cost? As he gazed upon the rogue scientists, he knew that their actions would have far-reaching consequences. As they made their way to the nearest rebel outpost, Alex couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched. The shadows seemed to move of their own accord, as if an unseen force lurked just beyond the edge of their perception. It wasn't until they reached the outpost that Alex realized the true extent of their danger. The outpost was in disarray, the rebels scattered, and the air reeked of smoke and fear. Kale, ever the pragmatist, immediately took charge, barking orders to regroup and reassess the situation. But Alex knew that they scrambled to react. They were playing into the hands of their enemy. The unseen force, now palpable, was manipulating them, pulling the strings from behind the scenes. In the chaos, Alex's gaze locked onto Archea, her eyes fixed on the horizon, her expression unreadable. He knew that she sensed the presence too, her connection to the Eldrid technology granting her a glimpse into the unknown. Without a word, Alex and Archea slipped away from the chaos, vanishing into the shadows. They had to uncover the truth behind the sinister force, to take back control of their fate, and to reclaim the initiative in their struggle against the regime. As they delved deeper into the unknown, Alex knew that the stakes had never been higher. The fate of Aethereia hung in the balance, and the only way to tip the scales was to confront the mastermind behind the shadows previously. Alex unlocked the secrets of the Eldrid technology, confronting the darkness within himself and understanding the fundamental nature of reality. With the mysterious figure's approval, Alex was ready to wield the power of the Eldrid technology. But as they exited the ruins, they were met with an eerie silence, and the rogue scientists led by Dr. Lyra's long-lost sister, Elena, equipped with advanced technology stolen from their research facilities, warning them of Archon's agents closing in on their location, and the need to get the Eldrid technology to Dr. Lyra, and fast. As Alex and Archea slipped away from the chaos of the rebel outpost, they found themselves standing at the edge of a deserted, crater-ridden highway. The air was heavy with the acrid smell of smoke, and the silence was oppressive, punctuated only by the distant rumble of thunder. Archea's eyes never left the horizon, her gaze fixed on some unseen point, her expression unreadable. "What do you sense?" Alex asked, her voice barely above a whisper. "The presence," she replied, her voice laced with a hint of fear. "It's different this time. It's not just watching, it's guiding, manipulating. We need to find out who's behind it. Alex nodded, his mind racing with the implications. The power of the Eldrid technology was one thing, but being manipulated by an unknown force was a game altogether. He took a deep breath, his gaze sweeping the horizon, his heart pounding in his chest. We need to get to the heart of Archon's operation to find out who's pulling the strings, he said, his voice firm, determined. Archaea nodded, her eyes never leaving the horizon. I know where to start looking. Without another word, they set off, their footsteps falling into a rhythmic cadence, their senses on high alert as they delved deeper into the heart of Archon's stronghold. Their journey took them through abandoned research facilities, ransacked by rogue scientists, to hidden underground bunkers, filled with cryptic artifacts and encrypted files. They pieced together a trail of clues, leading them deeper into the heart of Archon's operation. It wasn't until they stumbled upon an encrypted log, hidden in the depths of an abandoned server room, that they uncovered the truth. The log belonged to none other than Elena, Dr. Lyra's sister, and the rogue scientist who had warned them of Archon's agents closing in. The log spoke of a secret project, codenamed Eclipse, a project designed to harness the power of the Eldrid technology, not to counter Archon's biotechnological stronghold, but to reinforce it. The log spoke of a mastermind, hidden in the shadows, pulling the strings, guiding the course of events. Alex's heart sank, his mind reeling with the implications. Elena, the rogue scientist, who had warned them of Archon's agents, was in fact working for the regime, manipulating them, guiding them, using them to further their own agenda. As they stood there, frozen in shock, the silence was shattered by the sound of footsteps, echoing through the server room. The mastermind, the one behind the shadows, had finally emerged. Alex's gaze locked onto the figure, his heart pounding in his chest. The game had just changed, the stakes had just escalated, and the fate of Aethereia hung in the balance previously. Alex unlocked the secrets of the Eldrid technology, confronting the darkness within himself and understanding the fundamental nature of reality. But as they exited the ruins, they were met with an eerie silence, and the rogue scientists, led by Dr. Lyra's long-lost sister, Elena, equipped with advanced technology stolen from their research facilities, warning them of Archon's agents closing in on their location, and the need to get the Eldrid technology to Dr. Lyra, and fast. Alex's gaze remained fixed on the mastermind, his heart pounding in his chest. Elena, the rogue scientist, with a calculating glint in her eyes, stood before him, a cold, detached smile spreading across her face. "You should have listened," she said, her voice dripping with malice. "You should have stayed out of this game." Alex's jaw clenched, his mind racing with the truth. Elena, Dr. Lyra's sister, was the mastermind behind Project Eclipse, manipulating the course of events, using Alex and his companions to further Archon's agenda. "We'll never let you get away with this," Alex said, his voice low, his eyes burning with determination. Elena chuckled, a cold, mirthless sound. "You're too late," she said. "The Eclipse project is already underway. Archon's biotechnological stronghold will soon be unstoppable." Alex's gaze locked onto Elena, his heart pounding in his chest. He knew he had to act to stop Elena and her plans, no matter the cost. Without hesitation, Alex charged forward, his fists clenched, his heart pounding in his chest. Elena sneered, her eyes flashing with amusement as she summoned her guards. The battle was intense, with Alex fighting for his life against Elena's heavily armed guards. But Alex, fueled by his newfound connection to Lyra's biotechnology, fought with a ferocity he never knew he possessed. As the fight raged on, Archaea joined the fray, her eyes blazing with a fierce determination. They fought side by side, their movements fluid, their bond unbreakable. Together they fought their way past Elena's defenses, inching closer to their ultimate goal, stopping Project Eclipse. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Alex and Archaea reached the heart of the Eclipse project, a massive, heavily fortified laboratory where the last stage of the project was underway. Inside the lab, Elena waited, her eyes blazing with madness as she watched the final phase of her plan unfold. Alex's arrival had only sped up the process, and soon Archon's biotechnological stronghold would be complete. But Alex was not about to let that happen. With a fierce cry, he charged forward, his fists flying, his heart pounding in his chest. The battle was intense, with Elena summoning every ounce of her strength to defeat Alex. But Alex, fueled by his determination, fought with every ounce of strength he possessed. In the end, it was Alex who emerged victorious, his fists raised in triumph as Elena lay defeated at his feet. The Eclipse project was no more, and Archon's plans were foiled once again. As Alex stood victorious, his heart pounding in his chest, he knew that his journey was far from over. He had saved Aethereia from Archon's tyrannical rule, but there were still those who suffered, those who were trapped in the regime's grasp. He knew that he had to free them, to bring hope to a world that had lost it. With a newfound sense of purpose, Alex turned to Archaea, his eyes burning with determination. "We're not done yet," he said. "We have a lot of work to do." Archaea nodded, her eyes shining with understanding. "We'll do it together," she said. "We'll bring hope to Aethereia together." Epilogue. As Alex and Archaea walked away from the wreckage of the Eclipse project, they knew that their journey was far from over. They had saved Aethereia from Archon's tyrannical rule, but there were still those who suffered, those who were trapped in the regime's grasp. They knew that they had to free them, to bring hope to a world that had lost it. And so, with a newfound sense of purpose, Alex and Archaea set out on their next journey to bring hope to Aethereia, to free those who were trapped, and to bring a new dawn to a land that had been shrouded in darkness.